Staying with the story, we're getting in some breaking inputs right now. We are also learning that the CBI analyzed the documents and found certain facts that needed to be cross-verified. This is the reason why the CBI had to return to Misa Bharti's residence where Lalu Yadav was interrogated by the CBI. And this was the second time that Lalu Yadav was interrogated by the CBI. For more details, I'm joined in by our correspondent Anshul, who is live on the story. Anshul, take us through what was this cross-verification that had to be done?
So yes, if you see that the entire interrogation started at 10:45 a.m. this morning, and the CBI team went back at approximately 1 p.m. So initially, the 2-hour 15-minute interrogation that happened, there were documents that were presented in front of Lalu Prasad Yadav, because remember, the CBI has already filed a charge sheet in this entire matter in October itself, and hence this after that CBI was continuing with this investigation, and they have found some new proofs that this entire scam, alleged scam that happened, did not only happen in Bihar but also in other parts of the country as well, and hence the CBI had those proofs, and that is the reason why those proofs needs to be confronted with the main accused in this entire matter, that is Lalu Prasad Yadav and Rabri Devi as well. That is the reason why we saw that Rabri Devi was actually interrogated for 4 hours yesterday, and Lalu Yadav, who was initially interrogated for 2 hours 15 minutes, and for the last hour as well, the CBI team is still inside the residence of Misa Bharti, where Lalu Yadav is being interrogated at this point in time. So yes, according to the CBI, the evidences that they have found, it becomes actually very, very important for Lalu Yadav to be confronted with those evidence. And the CBI initially recorded the statements. In fact, those proofs and those statements were initially presented in front of Lalu Yadav. He was confronted with them, and post that, once the CBI went back, they realized that there are certain proofs that needs to be cross-examined yet again. There were certain statements that were made by Lalu Prasad Yadav himself that needs to be cross-examined, and hence the CBI has decided to come back at the residence of Misa Bharti, where the interrogation has been going on for the last 1 hour itself. So yes, once the CBI comes out of this interrogation, it is going to be very, very interesting to see as to what kind of evidence have they found, what kind of statements has Lalu Yadav recorded, and if at all the answers that have been given by Lalu Yadav, that is satisfactory in nature for the CBI, and if at all those answers are going to help CBI in any way or any manner to take this investigation forward.
When you talk about those answers, Anshul, it's important to also refer to that charge sheet that had been filed by the CBI in October of last year, because it's important to refer to what the charge sheet had stated, the questions that were raised in that charge sheet as well, the answers for which the CBI is now looking out for.
Well, definitely, if you see that charge sheet that was filed in October last year, that charge sheet actually named 17 accused in this entire matter. Now, remember, the initial FIR was filed in May 22 itself, and the charge sheet was filed in October itself. In a time period of 3 to 4 months, the CBI was able to file a charge sheet in this entire matter, and hence 17 people were named in that. But the kind of accusations that were made in that charge sheet, those were very serious in nature, because the Land for Job scam very clearly states that the people who were getting those jobs, initially they were taken in as subordinates or as substitutes. Once they were able to provide the land to the family of Lalu Yadav, then their positions were then fermented, and they were made permanent employees of the railways. And this is something that the CBI has been able to prove through various statements and through various land documents that they have been able to gather from the investigation that they had carried out. And hence it became very, very important for the CBI to actually go ahead and confront the Yadav family with all those documents. Remember, all Misa Bharti, the likes of Misa Bharti, Rabri Devi, Lalu Yadav have already recorded their statements in this entire matter.
Right.
But post that, what happened after October, what we are being told is that CBI found some new evidences that this entire scam did not only happen in Bihar.
Right.
Because remember, the initial charge sheet mentioned that approximately 1.73 square feet, 1.73 lakh square feet of land was actually acquired by Lalu Prasad Yadav, which at a rate of 26 lakh rupees, whereas the market value was of approximately 4 crore rupees. But yes, what happened after October, what we are being told is that the CBI continued its investigation, and they found new evidences that this did not happen only in Bihar, but yes, in other zones as well. And hence it became very, very important for these main accused to be confronted with those documents, to be confronted with those facts. And hence we are seeing yet again that this investigation has again picked up, and the main accused in this entire matter are yet again being questioned and are being confronted with those evidences.
Absolutely, and we'll have to wait and watch how that new evidence corroborates with the questioning that's been taking place with the CBI, not just today, but even with Rabri Devi that happened yesterday.